Hello, welcome back to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a mostly professional tarot card reading from a haunted house in a creepy graveyard. From a haunted chick like me with disgustingly cute dogs. Tonight's special is always the buy one get one free. You can buy a free reading by buying a tarot card reading. Or you can choose a free yes or no. You don't have to get the free reading at all. You can just get a free yes or no question. Everything you need to know is in the description. I'm going to put some things in the pinned comment. Sorry about being late. I'm having some issues with the dog. Hey, how are you? How are you, Jeremy? I think she's gonna come by and help moderate in a minute. I should probably tell her that I'm live. Cold and sleepy, yeah. Well, I'm okay today, but Rooney has been having mini seizures all day and some gastrointestinal issues. He seems to be coming out of the spell this evening, but it's going to take him some time to recover from it. It's been kind of stressful today. The car's not working, so I couldn't just take him to an emergency room, which is really frustrating. I don't know when the car's going to be back. And I guess I could take an Uber, but that would take away from any kind of money I'd have to take him to a vet. But I'm just monitoring him right now. If it gets any scarier though, we'll definitely go. Usually I go right away, but having the issue with the car and there's no vets open, and by the time this started, even if I needed to go to an emergency room, the only one open is like 15, maybe 10 miles from here. So all I can do right now is just monitor him, I think he'll be okay. I think this is just part of his whole, it's part of his neurological issue. And that is definitely something that is something new. It started in September. His breathing rate's great. The fever he had broke. He's drinking water. He ate some ice cream. He did eat his breakfast this morning. I'm just a little stressed by it, but at least he's kind of starting to come out of that spell, Hey, how are y'all tonight? Welcome to the haunted house. Me too. I hate having to say. I hate having even to say that anything is remotely wrong, because it's not. But and now he's looking around like, Hey, the goat. I don't think in all the years of his life or any dog's life I've ever had, have I ever seen a fever on a dog or in a pet, except for when, maybe like I don't even remember Gypsy having a fever when she needed to have surgery in the summer. heart rate was fine, but it went a little bit too high. It's kind of making me nervous. How's your week been? Have you had a good weekend and week, Jeremy? Hey, Laura. Welcome back to the Chammy, honey. His heart rate has come down a little bit. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what it is that brought it down, but maybe his tummy's feeling a little better. Yeah, it's kind of been a poo show here today too. It's like it's like 1 minute he's gastrointestinal tract is fine, the next he's like, I've got to go to the bathroom. So we've been kind of making runs outside, or he'll just walk around in a circle inside and do nothing. Isn't that silly? But I think it's because of so many years of training him to not be, the kind of dog that like goes and how he's never been like, I never knew if, he was going to be around people who shopped at Versace or people who shopped at Walmart, but I just knew that he would be around both types of people, and I didn't want him, peeing or pooing on their things, or I didn't want him to pee or poo on like my things. He's a very respectful dog. So instead of I put a puppy pad out for him, and he's got a playpen and everything where he can go in and use it, and he has been using it. But when it comes to the number 2, Jeremy, he's just like, I don't know, it's like, okay, come on, let's go outside again. So we've been making a lot of runs outside because he'll just stand there and look at me like, take me outside. I don't know, why don't you go put your mouth around it, flush, and find out. I have zero tolerance for noobs tonight. Well, what's so funny is that people don't realize, like, they get on YouTube and troll, but they don't realize that YouTube obtains your MAC address, your IP address. They don't care about your VPN. That's just like a Band-Aid on your cut, that VPN. They're literally turning over your private information because there's no one to protect us now for our privacy. Like, you can go and pay delete me all you want, but I'm not sure that those kind of companies are going to be able to help with the kind of with the kind of things that are happening right now. Literally, like, I don't really understand why people even bother to get on Google, who doesn't care about your privacy and troll. Now he's on the hidden word. They're on the hidden word list. So I'm just, at the end of the day, Google will find out who they are. I'll find out who they are. Unfortunately, people who come to YouTube and do this kind of thing, I don't think they really realize that, maybe we can't see who they really are, but at the end of the day, Google and YouTube can. Yeah, VPNs only work when companies are trying to, like, rip you off and get you to go to some other streaming service to pay $30 a month to watch one show. When, if you lived in a different part of the world, you could just watch it for free. So why not pretend we're in a different world so that we can watch it for free on VPN? Oh, fuck you, 3 of Swords. I don't want to see 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords, that's the free collective message for today. And go fix it. Three of Swords and Knight of Swords. Oh, Jesus. Hey, Drew Base, welcome to the Chammy. Yes, that is my adorable dog, who's like getting better from a seizure. He did like his ice cream. It was really cute how he ate his ice cream. Dad's in there making him some dinner now. So I guess when they have these little mini seizures like he did today, they can cause a fever. It's called, I guess, a seizure fever or fever seizure. I wonder what the trigger is, though. I wonder if there is a trigger. Sharp pointy things, yeah. Oh, let's find out. Let's see what Google says. Trigger is a word, and his trigger word is green apple. I guess it can be caused by many things. It could be caused by epilepsy. It could be caused by chocolate, which he hasn't been around any pesticides or caffeine or xylitol or antifreeze. Low blood sugar. I did notice that once I gave him some honey today, he started to bounce back. I guess I'll find out. I'll find out soon because I'll take him to the vet. Ruby needs some blood work done, but I need to see what's going on with him first. Because if it is something that can be treated, we'll treat it. If not, then we'll just take whatever steps we can to make him comfortable. Is the iPhone Pro Max, is it really that big? Hey, Metal Ring, welcome back to the channel. You want your T-Mobile Sidekick? I want one of those Hawaii phones. I don't even know if I'm saying it correct. $14 Pro, whatever. I bet it's like the size of an old VHS tape, huh? I'm going to check and see if his heart rate's come down a little bit. Everything else has been fine with him today. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Jeremy. Pronounced Huawei? Really? Okay then. Thank you for teaching me that. I appreciate it. You know, I only want to use an Apple product to make music because I happen to feel like, I'm sorry, I recorded music for years. I had a music workstation for years through Windows, through Android. I consider Android to be more of a Windows kind of operating system for phones. But I never made music sound so fucking good as I did when I used Apple products. Sorry. Every time I tried to use Windows products or a desktop that was run on Windows with all those windowy music programs, it just sounded terrible. So I originally first started to record my music in the late 90s when I was just a kid with Apple products. So I started with Apple products, Logic Pro. I've never released any of that music because, let me tell you why I haven't released my music and I've only released it on YouTube. Because at least when you guys listen to my music on YouTube, I'm going to get paid for it, even if it's just a couple pennies. Okay, and it still belongs to me. Okay, there is one other place I have found that I think I might want to put my music through, so I can actually start putting it out there that might actually like care about the integrity and the impeccability that I deserve as an artist. You know, I just never put it on Spotify or any of those companies because it was like, what's the point when I can exclusively maybe, put it through YouTube and still get paid, whereas like Spotify's not going to pay me. Amazon's not going to pay me. The pennies are going to be worth a lot. Well, I got a lot of pennies. Your mom used to refer to dogs as wawas. That's wawows. So everything is the same anymore. Anything is Linux cooked into operating systems somewhere. But it's more about like, yeah, I have GarageBand on all. GarageBand comes with all Apple products for free, and that's what I've been using to record my music in the last like decade. Is GarageBand. But I'd like to update that and move back to Logic Pro, especially since they've made Logic Pro available to iPad now, which I don't know, my iPad's not taking updates anymore, so I probably missed out on getting Logic Pro on my iPad. I don't know, I'll have to check. But I just never had such a good experience as I have with Apple products recording music. Okay? Whether I'm running Logic Pro, Pro Tools, GarageBand through my music audio workstation. So I highly recommend. But it also is important in regards to like your headphones that you use when you record, your microphone that you use when you record. But still, you can have the best microphone. Personally, I feel you can have the best equipment in the world. And if you don't have a workstation, a music workstation that's impeccable, like the way the sound is with Apple, I'm sorry, but I know I probably just sound like Now, I probably just sound, you know, like a know-it-all, but I'm really not trying to be a know-it-all. I'm just trying to be honest. I mean, I never, like, had anyone to really help me out with anything, so I've had to use my common sense and my independence to grow and to learn and teach myself. That way I could make things happen that I wanted to make happen. I was 13 years old, and nobody would drive me around, so I started driving myself around. You know, it's just kind of person I am. Hey, Frank and Dad.
Hello. What's going on?
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna check his heart rate real quick.
I'm gonna find some, you know, these canned tomatoes.
Yeah.
If I put them inside, it's good for him, alright? Or no good?
No.
No.
If you're gonna make the fish soup, just make his fish and then pull it
I'll
out.
put it in the end.
And then put whatever you want in the end, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then that way, take the fish and the rice out for him.
Okay.
Put it on the side, and then if you want to put tomatoes or garlic or
Now I'll
onion
put the
or
fish.
whatever.
I'll put the fish and the rice together.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks, Dad.
And after it's done,
Everyone says hi on the chat.
to me?
To you.
Oh, hi guys.
Dad says hi, guys.
I'm the chef tonight. I'm the cooker.
Hey, Cosmic. Did I just call you I almost called you Cosmic Meal Canter. Hello, Cosmel Canter. 3 pickles on a cheeseburger is suffice. You know me, if I'm gonna have to eat a hamburger, it's gotta be mustard, cheese, and onion only. Maybe even sometimes hold the cheese. Hey Ari, how are you, sweetheart? I'm just gonna check baby's heart rate real quick, and then I'm not leaving or anything. His heart rate started to come down before I started the show, so I just want to see if it's come down at all. Can I listen to your heart? It's calling my name. Okay, it's come down a lot. Still pretty high though. It was like 200, Laura, when I was texting you earlier. 200 beats per minute is not normal. It should never be over at least 160. Now it's 172. So we'll see where he is in a little bit. I'm just gonna keep this on because he's still feeling a little bit warm. He's so sweet. Oh God, that's hilarious. I'm gonna put that sign. I'm gonna put that somewhere. I'm gonna write that on a piece of paper and like tape it to the window or tape it to the mirror or the door of like Kroger or IHOP, even though I don't even go to IHOP. Employees must wash feet before returning to work. That's brilliant. This is the happy hour live. We're gonna hang out. You're all gonna hang out with me in my couch tonight. This is where I sleep, work, eat, pet the puppies, do my hair, put my makeup on. Actually, I don't sleep here. I sleep in my human dog bed. But sometimes I fall asleep here on the couch. Especially with this cutie pie. Hi, baby. Are you hungry? Yeah, you're hungry. And you're ready for meats, sweet meats, right? Sweet meats. Oh my goodness. Your friend Rooney's trying to get up. Where are you trying to go, baby? Let me get this thing off your head. Alright, okay, okay. Hey, don't you start growling at him. Ruby! I'm sorry that he just sat on you, but he's trying to cope with it himself, okay? Alright, I don't think she wants you over there, buddy. Come here. Just come to me. Do you gotta go pee-pee? Oh, just give me a second, okay? I'm just gonna take him over here to his little playpen. See if he needs to use the potty. Okay, I know. Alright, come here. You got pee? You okay?
What will you do, puppy?
Well, I think he might have to pee, so I just brought him over to the pee pad because he's active now, so.
You wanna see what I discovered?
What'd you discover?
Someone was cleaning the sink a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I spray, I let lots of water, hot water, rinse on the sprayer,
Mm-hmm.
and start working.
Oh,
That's how to wait.
okay.
They're going immediately.
Alright.
And discover something where to put your spoon when you store things. You wanna see it?
No, I gotta watch the dog.
Go see it, watch it. You did a good job. Better than You see where's the spoon? Okay.
That's funny.
How we burn this so much like that?
Who knows?
Who knows?
So many damn people falling asleep or cooking around here.
Yeah.
Who knows? They probably, you know.
Never mind. Wanna make them something to eat too.
Okay. Here, let me give you their plates.
I can take them, don't worry about it.
Here.
First I'm gonna have to make the food. Well, when you go to Publix, we get some more of them.
Okay, here, just, here, take these.
Huh?
Take these. I'm back. Yes, I have ice cream, but it's not for you. But you could have it. It's just not for you. You've already had your ice cream today. Ruby says hang over. Will there be a later live tonight? Probably not. Probably not, because that's already a bit too much for me to handle anyways. I was just kind of wanting to come hang out with you guys for a little bit. Hope somebody buys a reading, that kind of thing. Because of what's going on with the dog. So, I'll be right back. Come here, baby. Oh, precious. Come here. I got you. All right. I got you, honey. You want a doink doink? I give you a doink doink. Everybody thinks they're gonna get your ice cream, but they're so wrong. You're not gonna get your ice cream. Yeah, you had to pee. What a good boy. What a good boy. Here, let's get you a doink doink. Feel better? Feel better? Yeah? You still there, Metal Rain? How have you been, Ari? How was your weekend? Yeah, he had to pee.
Okay. I'm looking for the piece of carrots.
Yeah.
I found this empty in the freezer.
Yeah, because I wanted to look at the ingredients. So
You need it. That's why you put that.
yeah, I wanted to look at the ingredients. You can leave it out. I just didn't want anyone to throw it away, so I could look at the ingredients. You're gonna find that. Hey, Dad. You're gonna find all the frozen vegetables on the door as you open it up on the top shelf of the freezer. Okay.
Okay.
That's what we have.
All right.
It was crappy. Yeah, it was kind of crappy around here too because, well, my car broke down on Friday. Couldn't go to food pantry on Saturday. My dog's not feeling well, so even if I needed to take him to an emergency room, I couldn't. But he hasn't needed an emergency room. We have had kind of a rough day, but he's coming out of the spell. More seizure stuff. So on September 15th, he had a seizure, or maybe it was like the day before. It was around that time he had a seizure. Him and Ruby were playing. You know, if Ruby was a human being, she'd be a quarterback. So imagine, you know, him and a quarterback playing, and they knocked each other's teeth out. So he knocked out a front tooth of hers, and she knocked out a bottom tooth of his. And he had a seizure. So I took him to the vet. But she said with the way that he is, like when he and was, like she didn't want to add any more added stress. She didn't want to do like x-rays or blood work because she felt like that was just going to add more stress. And she's like, we can come back later and we can do all that. Took Ruby to the vet. Ruby needs blood work. He needs blood work. So it's just like 6 of one, half a dozen of another, Ari. But, I mean, Ruby overall is doing great. The doctor even said, you know, despite what's going on with her teeth, overall she's healthy, she's doing great. And, I mean, the last checkup he had was September 15th. So Rooney is the one that needs to maybe see the vet again. I'm not sure. But today was sure very scary, Ari. I think he's just been having some mini seizures, which caused a upset tummy and fever. But all that's gone now. Upset tummy gone. He's not seizing out anymore, and no fever. So it's just taken a long time though for him to get back to even. All right, sweetheart. Yeah, text me tomorrow, Laura. I'll be around. I'm even yawning because I'm also doing a lot of studying with some stuff I'm trying to learn. Love you, Laura. I'll talk to you tomorrow, sweetheart. I love you all. Thank you guys so much for coming by and hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it. We make claims to going grocery shopping, but she doesn't even buy that much shit for the house food-wise. And I've been very hungry lately, unfortunately. I wish I could skip a meal and not be hungry at all. Well, yeah, your body is still growing, so that's why you're hungry. So we continue to grow for many, many years, whether they tell you that or not. In fact, it might help to go to a chiropractor someday if you can, Ari, to help you with like maybe some issues you might be having with stress, anxiety. Maybe you're having some physical pain or something like that from work or something like that. Yeah, it's because you're still growing. You're 21. Your body's still growing. Yeah, many women can still have subtle growth into their 20s. Even men can. And what's interesting is that when I was going to the chiropractor, for some reason, this guy like stretched me out. I went with the spine. I went from 5'4" to 5'5". Of course, I stopped going to the chiropractor because of my car, not because of money issues or health insurance. And I'm back to 5'4" now, so it's like, crap. But that's the great thing about a chiropractor is they can really help you stretch out that spine, really get the rest that you need. I mean, I just felt so much better overall when I was with Dr. Jamie 3 times a week. And yes, I need a chiropractic adjustment, doctor's orders 3 times a week. So I'm hoping that at some point I'll be able to go back to that. Because Lord knows I need it. So here's what I would suggest, Ari. Do you go to church or have a church? Or maybe there is a St. Peter's Chanel up there, a food pantry, something. You need to get to a food pantry because you're not living with your mom anymore and you're just one person. So like when you do your taxes this year, you know, I don't know if your mom will claim you for last year. You'll have to talk to her about it, but you'll probably not have to worry about claiming yourself until next year. What, Dad? Are you okay?
Nothing. That's everything they got. You left it out.
It's all right. There's other stuff we can cook for them to eat.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I left it out because I was trying to kind of bring it to room temperature to try to feed it to him.
Okay.
But then I was thinking, wait a minute, the girls got to eat too. So
I can feed them. There's lots of chicken on that thing on the refrigerator. I can feed them that.
yeah, but when I fed them that today, that's when he started not feeling good.
No,
So-
no,
I'm just not sure about
Oh.
feeding them the chicken soup we made for them.
no. What you did, you give them what I ate. What I'm talking about is the one you boil the bones. There's lots of meat over there.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. Don't worry about that right now. Tomorrow I need to separate the broth from the actual food that's in there so I
Mhm.
can put away the broth so I can make other meals with it.
Give them meat, okay.
Just give the girls that. Okay, we'll figure out dog food tomorrow.
Okay.
All right? Don't.
There is
don't-
lots of meat over there. Can be separated.
right. Oh, excuse me. I'm yawning without covering my mouth. I must be really tired. My God, that was so rude. Combos are discounted but still cost money. Oh yeah, you get a discount at Wendy's. Thank goodness. But you can't just eat Wendy's food, I mean. All right. Okay. Heart rate's still pretty high. What kind of food does your roommate buy? Did I want to do your free reading today? Sure, I'd love to do your free reading, dear. Oh my God, their chili was bad. That sucks. I hate when that happens. So I guess that's all you're eating right now, huh? So what I would do is I just start looking around for food pantries. I think I know where you live. Hold on. So what you would do is you would apply, find a caseworker. They might not even make you have a caseworker, but let's see. Excuse me. Let me send you this Food Link Inc. Hold on. Maybe this will help. 1 second, babe. You really need to get to a food pantry. And the kind of stuff that the food pantry will give you, they'll give you like fresh bread, bagels. They might give you cookies. They'll give you meat. The meat might be chicken one week. It might be beef the next. It might be pork the next. It might be, it just depends. They might have all three available. They might have turkey. It might be ground. It just depends. They'll give you fresh food, fruit. Sometimes they'll have fresh vegetables. They'll give you mostly canned vegetables, canned fruits. And sometimes they'll give you snacks. Like sometimes they'll have the options for snacks. They mostly save back the snacks for like people who have kids, but sometimes they will give them to us if we request them. They'll also give you like toilet paper, soap to take showers with, and we're not talking like some cheap weird stuff, okay? And you know, like you're never gonna see like one ply toilet paper from a food pantry, okay? They don't have often things to drink, so you probably have to just get your own stuff to drink, but you know, they will give you food, and you can go there. You should be able to go there once or twice a month, and that should help. So what kind of food does your roommate buy when she does buy it? She just buys food that she can cook. So is she the kind of roommate that like she'll buy food and make meals for you guys, or just make meals for herself? Like, I don't really understand how your setup works. So I don't know if you pay just half the rent, or you split everything down the middle for the bills, or maybe she pays the rent and you pay your phones. Maybe you pay for her phone and your phone. Maybe you pay the electric, the cable, the internet. I don't know. I don't know what your deal is, but the way that I work it here is like, sometimes my roommate's family will buy us food, which they did because we couldn't go to the food pantry this weekend, which was really great because, but usually what I do is I'll buy food, or the food that comes from the food pantry, like we just share it, and I make meals, like, you know, fend for yourself breakfast and lunch, but I usually make a dinner for everybody. At least I try to every night. If we have something. If we don't, I just kind of make them fend for themselves and try not to worry too much about it. But as long as the dogs have something to eat. But I do try to make sure that I make a meal every day for somebody, or for, you know, for us. It's not really about, oh, this food belongs to this one, or that food belongs to this one. We're just not really like that. We don't do that here. She's cooking that one. She changed her mind. She was hanging out with someone and was no longer hungry. Oh my god. So you can't just eat whatever's in the fridge or in the cupboards? Okay. I'm glad you got something to eat. Yeah, you need a food pantry. If you're not able to supply food for yourself and her for the month, and she's not able to supply food for herself and you in the month, I mean, she doesn't get. Okay. God, I wish I could afford to eat out. Every once in a while, you know, like, oh, I got like $7. I'll go and get, you know, a Dave's double. But that's only because we're going to be driving right by it, you know what I mean? And I'm going to be really busy, and I'm not going to be able to make myself dinner, and there's really nothing to eat at home anyways. That's really the only time I'll splurge. Like, but if I am going to eat out, like I said before, like I've stopped eating out. I've stopped eating like fast food again. I didn't eat fast food for like 7 or 8 years while I was a vegan, and then I started eating McDonald's fries again in 2021. And then I was like, I couldn't stop. It was so bad. So, I think that, this year, my New Year's resolution is, if I am going to eat out, it has to be a whole food. It can't be anything that's like, I'm going to get some fast food kind of stuff. So, like, if I'm going to eat out, it's going to have to be a curry that was just freshly made for me to eat. I'm not like doing any kind of, I never ate GMOs, but I'm noticing a lot of, I'm noticing on lots of boxes of food and cans, like, this is a genetically modified, not a genetically modified food, but a chemically bioengineered food, which also doesn't tell you which ingredient is bioengineered in a laboratory. I love Taco Bell. I feel like Taco Bell is probably one of the healthiest fast foods you can get. I'm not 100% certain that everything is so overtly processed there like some of the other places. You need to get up? You okay? He's exhausted from today. What's your favorite food off the Taco Bell menu? Oh, daddy long legs. Little baby boy. You're feeling much better now. I told you your body knows exactly how to heal you. I love the Mexican pizza. It's one of my favorite items from Taco Bell. And of course, I love their tacos. But I have to have a taco supreme. I can't just be having one of those plain tacos. I'm spoiled. I want the guac and the sour cream and the extra cheese and the extra tomatoes and extra lettuce and all that good stuff on them. I also like the pintos and cheese. I'm not really into any kind of chicken from Taco Bell. That just grosses me out. I've tried it. Those nuggets they came out with last year, well, let me just tell you, girl, they might as well have been rocks. Hey, Metal Rain, I see your questions, dear. Let me go ahead and get to them. Give me 1 second. Let me get this baby comfortable. And I'll get the cards. Okay, hold on. I got you. Let me just put your little butt right in here. And then that way you won't fall off of my lap. There we go. Okay, now I feel like he's going to be safe and secure to do your reading. Let's see these questions. What's the outlook on passing off bills? What's the outlook on more readers for 3 Still Company? Okay. What's that look on getting my own Tesla? I had 2 months to get one for a huge bonus. Okay. Excuse me, excuse me. Are you still there, Metal Rain? Maybe I should just send him these in his messenger. You like the chicken quesadilla from Taco Bell? Right on. Oh yeah, I don't like any steak products from Taco Bell. I don't even think that steak is real. Spirit, I'm calling forth Metal Rain's most trusted and strongest spirit guides. What does he need to know about these questions tonight? Alright, good night, Ari. We love you. Sweet dreams when you get there, honey. I hope that you find a sandwich. A sexy sandwich. Sorry, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to make you laugh, sweetheart, or smile or something, or feel better. Spirit, what does Metal Rain need to know about what the, what's the outlook on getting more readers for 3 Still Company? Oh, the outlook is good. With that Wheel of Fortune. Let's see what the card is behind it. It might feel like it's a little bit, like not controversial, but a little bit like there are people who care about each other that are around you that want to help, but they feel discouraged because they're not sure if they're good enough or worthy enough. But they would love to help, and they like you, and they care about you, and they care about your project, but they might not, you know, you haven't asked or asked again, so they may not want to offer their help, but it is good luck on your side. There are more people coming in to help with the readers, as readers. It's a good outlook. So, let's see what your next question is all about. What about getting his own Tesla? Hold on. If this one's upright, I'll just pick it up with my toe. Okay, it is upright. I'm gonna pick it up with my toe. Hey, Dad.
Hello.
How are you? Okay, here it is. Because it fell right on my toe, on my foot upright. So I was like, can I pick it up with my toe? Can I get it? But yes, Spirit says you've already created this. You've worked very hard for this. It's already yours, that 8 of Pentacles. So start picking out the color you want in that 8 of Pentacles. Let's see. Yeah, you might want to start calling around with this Judgment card to get more details on that new car of yours, okay? I don't know if you want to buy used or new, but Spirit says it's time to start putting a watchful, judgmental eye on which one you want. Okay. Oh yeah, I wish Laura could come by and read more often. I asked Tiffany if she wanted to moderate tonight, but I didn't hear back from her. I hope she's not upset with me. I don't know why she would be, and I don't know why I'm saying that, but. Let's see. Oh gosh, I just dropped a whole bunch of cards. Crap. Let me see if I can pick them up with my toes. Just call me Toey instead of Chloe. Oh, come here, you silly card. Have you ever? I don't know about you guys, but I've always been this kind of person that like kind of uses my toes to pick things up. I got the card. Were there any other cards? I guess it was. Oh yeah, there are more cards. Oh, sorry, puppy. Are you okay, dog?
I will be no.
Okay. I'm going to get to your last question, Metal Ring. Just give me a second. Just this little bunny. Okay. And then the third question was, yeah, it's a pretty cool number. The number of the beast. Did you know that 6 is the pattern of all life? Many people don't really realize that. They just think the number 6 is something evil to be afraid of. It's hilarious. So the next question was, what is the outlook on passing off bills? All right. I don't know what you mean by that question, but Spirit does, so they'll answer it the way in regards to what you need to know right now. Spirit, what does Metal Ray need to know about the passing off of bills? What's the outlook on that? So, it looks like it's something you're going to need to communicate about quickly. I mean, you know, you've got one in completion here, right? But Spirit's saying you might have to communicate more about, you know, maybe consolidating or trying to pay one off or pay it all off as soon as you can, because it's really not serving you. It's actually taking away from, you know, your income instead of adding to it. Like, you've got to do something about the bills. The outlook on passing off bills, well, I mean, it's something you're going to have to maybe talk about and consolidate with I'm kind of confused about your answer here. But you do have the Page of Wands, the 8 of Wands, the 8 of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. Sometimes when I see cards like this mixed together, it's kind of like, okay, so we've got Wands about communication, something swift coming in. I think that Spirit's saying, you know, you'll be able to get this stuff taken care of pretty quickly and then turn your back on, like, you know, just giving your money away again to pay a whole bunch of bills, unless it's something that, like, you can consolidate, or something that you can, you know, just focus on 1 or 2 or 3 bills instead of many. Does that make sense? Oh, that's interesting. 2 of them are settlement offers. Yeah. It's like saying, you know, it's time to manage that debt and move beyond impulsive purchases. That damn card fell on the floor again. Let me get it. Come on, card. Thank goodness for toes, right? So, yeah. Got the Page of Wand. Your Page of Wand is letting you know, you know, you're dealing with some mundane tasks in regards to these bills. it's like a practical yet mundane responsibility of yours that Spirit's saying you need to quickly let go of. But there is new financial news coming in for you. You know, like there is something here to quickly make it better so that you can just like turn your back on all that and not have to worry about it anymore and start saving your money instead of worrying about, you know, the debt you have to pay off and excuse me, working on maybe impulse buys. I don't know if you have ever had an issue with impulse buys. You know, it's like while you might have the money to pay the bills now, you know, it's time to like take some side cuts, like shortcuts to more financial stability, like looking for financial tips that might help you to save more money. Because, but at least it's not a reverse page of wands, which would mean financial instability. It really is meaning that, you know, things are going to get a bit more stable for you, a bit better. God, look how beautiful this dog is, his tongue hanging out. Hey, sweetheart. You want a twink twink? You're looking a little bit dry there. There you go. There you go, baby. There you go. But yeah, Spirit's just letting you know that things are going to be okay with the bills and the financial stuff. You are going to gain that more financial stability throughout the 2026 energy. I'm just glad none of the cards were reversed. Wow, I had no idea that Uber will give a 4K bonus and Edison 1K bonus. Wow. Ouch. Okay, yeah, send me a picture of the Poe movie poster Jen autographed for you. I'm gonna stretch. So, 2 of them are settlement offers. One will be paid off in March, the other in September. But once I pay off the one in March, I'll use the extra money for the September one. Okay. I'm so glad you're getting a 4K bonus. Why you're getting a 5K bonus? 1K bonus once you get your that's nice. So you felt bad because last week she asked to borrow money to eat, but it was rent week, so I didn't have extra. Who? Oh, April. Oh, your friend April. Okay, I'm sorry. I was thinking back to what you said about March and then April, and then I messed up with months of the year and somebody's name. I'm sorry about that. Oh, you sent me an email? I must have missed it, Mikey. I'll go ahead and look at it. My dog has not been well all day, so I've probably missed tons of emails. Okay, sweetheart. So I read your message. I see how down you are in your message. I guess you sent that January 10th, and it's January 11th. Yeah, sorry I didn't respond. It's just the dog has been seizing out. So I'm not really sure if you understand physics or even quantum physics, which has both been scientifically proven, not metaphysically. We're not talking about metaphysical stuff here. So the thoughts that you're having, you're going to create, Mikey. That's why it's important to correct the thoughts that don't feel good in order to live an outstanding, healthier, wealthier, mentally wealthier life. If you keep telling yourself like you're going to lose her, then you're going to lose yourself in losing her. It's like we just talked about it the other day. Like, what do you want it to be, a Freddy Krueger show? Like, you want it to be a horror flick, your love story? Or, you know, you want it to be the love story that you want. Like, you know, you have to understand that it's a love story that's already yours, right? But honey, you have to ask, believe, and receive. You know, but just because you have a bad thought or you are afraid of something, it doesn't mean that you're going to lose it. But remember what we talked about the other day? We talked about when you start to feel fear, like you're afraid of losing her or losing something or losing your mind, you know, that's when it's time to start focusing on you and redirecting your energy to be in the state of mind that you want to be in. Because even though the way it looks around you, it looks kind of scary, like it looks like, you know, like you can't see her or you can't see what's coming for you. You know, sometimes that's just protection. And sometimes when somebody does reject you, it's just protection, and it doesn't mean they're going to reject you all the time or forever. So a lot of your card readings have been positive about her. But I think that at the end of the day, what's going to help you is getting your thoughts in order in a way that serves you, so that your happiness is based on how you're feeling about yourself, not about how maybe somebody else feels about you. Your happiness and joy that you might find refocusing back on yourself. See, when you put so much attention on something that you might be obsessed with, a person, a place, a thing, okay, it starts to, we'll take it for example as a person.
Yeah,
That person, it starts to, or they start to, once again, refocus. You're focusing on them, so they're focusing on themselves. But you're not focusing on you, and you're not focusing on you and her. You're focusing on her and losing her, so you're losing her. Do you see what I mean? It's like your thoughts create. What part of that do you not understand, Mikey? Everything in the room around you is there because of your thoughts. You want to be a doctor, you go to the college to learn to be a doctor, and you use your thoughts to do it. Well, you use money to do it too, but you use your thoughts to make money. You use your thoughts to be good at education in school. You use your thoughts to be good at your job. Why can't you use your thoughts to write a good love story? Isn't it David Bowie's birthday? Probably. Happy birthday, David Bowie. Send me some of your money. Thanks. I need to fix my car. And take my dog to the vet. But, so if you hear me, Angel David Bowie. Music is sacred. So back to what I was saying, Mikey. I don't know if you can hear me or if you understand what I'm saying, but if you need me to, oh, excuse me, I'm really tired. I keep yawning without covering my mouth. It's so rude. But if you need me to explain anything in your first language, just send me an email. Tell me what your first language is. I'll figure it out and I'll translate it to you, because what I'm afraid of is that you don't understand what I'm saying, so you don't get it. So what happens is you're just out there nilly-willy thinking it's not going to work because you're doing something wrong, but you're really not doing anything wrong. You're trying to do the best you can do, and that's what counts. Okay? I'm not really sure what it is that you want in your love story. I'm not really sure what it is you want out of her. But if you keep thinking that, I'm at 10%, but if you keep thinking that, I did read your email. I just read your email. I've been talking about your email for 10 minutes. Have you not been here? Yeah, David Bowie and Elvis Presley have the same birthday. Want a reading, but please read my email. I just oh, you just sent me a new one. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so I know you want to believe that. I do understand that. And even if you don't believe it today, it's okay. It doesn't mean you've messed anything up. All right? But, you know, when you guys kind of separated, all right, this is happening because of the fear loop that you're in about losing her. You have to calm yourself. You have to refocus yourself on you. You want to study? I think that what you should do is stay focused on you. I think that you should stay focused on you. Stay focused on what you want. And just because you guys are separated, or maybe you're not talking, or maybe you don't know what's going on with her, it doesn't mean that there isn't something in the universe that is conspiring to help you out. But you got to keep focusing on you, focusing on your joy, focusing on what makes you happy, focusing on what it is that you're doing right in front of you. Oh, excuse me. I only have 5% left on my iPad, so I don't know if that's going to be enough to do a reading. But I think that we should put the reading on pause, and I think that you should refocus on yourself. The message that Spirit gave you is very beautiful, and it's suggesting all the things that can happen and all the things that you need to know right now. While tarot can't do it for you, and tarot is not magic the way you are magic, Mikey, it can suggest advice and what to do next. I feel like what Spirit's telling you is that, you know, your readings, it's yours. You don't have to let it go. It's your desire to be her man, right? But if you've gone through some kind of separation, just know that it's only because of your past thoughts, your past fears, your past feelings. You don't always have to be in a good state of mind to get what you want or manifest what you want or have what you want, because your desires are already yours. But the way that you react and your actions regarding those thoughts and feelings you have will reflect back to you. So I think that at the end of the day, you know, I don't know when the last...
I got something for him.
Oh, you got something for him?
Fish.
Okay. Is it in a plate?
It's a brand new plate.
Okay.
And it's a little bit tiny rice mix, nothing much.
Okay, is that it right there?
It is, yeah.
Okay, give me that to me and I'm going to try to feed it to him.
I'll save some of him tomorrow too.
Okay, let's see.
Want to cover that?
I don't know that he's going to want to eat it with all the girls being like...
Hey, Ninja, Ruby,
Here.
come on.
Here,
I give you something.
Maybe take the cookie bag and they'll follow.
You guys want a cookie? Come on, Ruby. Ruby.
I don't have anything for you girls. Go with Grandpire now.
Come on, Ruby.
No. Go with Grandpire.
Ruby. Ninja, come on.
Go with Grandpire.
Come on. Ruby.
Go with your Grandpire.
Ninja.
I don't have anything for you. Jesus Christ, help me.
They smell the fish. Come on, there. Hey, Ninja, come on. Come on. Come on.
Go to Grandpire.
Ninja, you're a cookie.
Poor baby. You want to eat? You think you might want to eat something? Precious? Alright, I'm at 5%, you guys. Mikey, you'll be alright. You'll be alright. Her, I'm pretty sure she's fine. But the more that you refocus back on yourself and the things that bring you joy other than her, the more she's going to refocus back on you quicker. See, it's ask, believe, receive. Not ask, believe, try real hard, drive yourself crazy, receive. Just relax. Try something different. When you start to get bummed out about it, try not to worry about it. Put something on that makes you smile. I'm going to try to go, guys, because I need to try to feed this dog. Alright, thank you guys so much for coming by tonight. Mikey, I'll reply with some stuff that may help you when I get a chance tomorrow. I would do it now, but I need to feed this baby, and my iPad's about to die. So I just want to say goodnight properly. Be good to yourself with your thoughts, okay? Because all roads lead back to what's good when you're good to yourself with your thoughts. So, music is sacred. Good night.